Hey guys, I'm gonna say right off the bat, I've done some false advertising, and I'm sorry. I said that this week we were gonna start, we were gonna start with edited bits builds, but I have had a like massive brain moment, and I'm too excited. Okay, I'm too excited. Right after this, I'm not even gonna God, I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna make a shitty thumbnail using a screenshot in Canva, and then I'm gonna post the video and schedule it to come up on Monday. Um, we're gonna talk about the project that I'm so excited about right now. So I've been planning for God. It redid all of my settings. Um, I'm gonna tell you all about the project I'm really excited for right now. Oh, controller. Uh, oh, I don't know why it reset all my settings. I don't know what my sensitivity was at. Yeah, it works. Um, so, for years now, legitimately years now, I've been trying to review the entirety of Thomas and Friends, the whole fucking series. Okay, sorry, profanities. I've had ideas and little moments where things start to come together, but I haven't really had a situation where I felt like I could just, sit down and grind on it. Because I wanted it to be like so fast. Like I wanted to make the entire series so fast, and um, I kind of came to realize it doesn't quite make sense to do all that. But I've in saying that, I've come to a different conclusion, like a different way of doing it. I'm going to do it at least for the first season of the show. I'm going to review the first season of the show on its own, um, throughout next year. And I know a year that doesn't like that's a lot, but the review is never going to be just the show. It was always going to be a little bit more than that, and we're gonna lean into it. Okay, the plan right now, I have two series that I've actually already started, um which were part of the review. That'll be um wasted characters and alternate basis. I had to think about that for a little while. Yeah, so I've been like thinking about these things for legitimately years actually. Wasted characters is kind of a slightly newer idea, like only a couple years old, but the alternate basis thing, I've been wanting to do that for forever. Honestly, because I think that some of the character and it'll make sense in a moment. Some of the characters like designs don't quite make sense. They're shaped like trains, and they have designated classes as to what they are. But um, ooh, hold on, we're gonna have to make this slightly wider. Uh, but they're not shaped like those classes. So, eh, hold on, we're gonna do the whole thing here, making this one a little wider. Uh, yeah. So I've already done an alternate basis video, a couple of them. Um, and so I know that I can pump out an alternate basis video really quickly if I like really put my mind to it. And so I'm excited about that. Like that's coming. Um, Hold on, I didn't make any stairs, dumbass. Um, yeah, I want to lay out potential alternate bases for a bunch of the main characters. So like Edward, for example, he's a 440 generic 440 TM. And that can't stand. He's got to be something else. Um, uh, Gordon, we really need Gordon to stay as what he is. So I'm not worried about that. But like, Thomas can be something different. Edward can be something different. James could be something different. Things like that. And and um and so I'm gonna release one of those every month, and I'm also gonna release a review of one or two episodes of the series. And I know that's a little bit like silly, you know, an episode or two at a time. Come on, pal. But it's just what makes sense to me. I'm gonna do it slowly so that I can um no, never mind. Here we go. That's a way to save on some bricks. Um so I'm gonna release one of those every month, as well as some amount of the review itself. And with that, there's also going to be like, hey, what's the best scene from this? Like, what's the best visual from this series or from this season? What's the best, what's the best piece of music? What character do I feel was like the most important, or something like that. Um, like who stood out to me? And I know, okay, unoriginal, I get it. Unlucky Tug did the same thing and better, but I have differing opinions on some things, and so I feel like that what I'm gonna do has some value, therefore, because it's not gonna be the same thing. If that I don't know if that makes any sense. Um, yeah, so here we go. So this is gonna be a door. This is gonna be open. We're starting. Um, Now I have actually like I've reviewed season one before, and I'm actually gonna like download those videos, make a compilation, and drop it somewhere. But I don't think I want that to be on my main channel, on my Thomas Review channel. But I need to do it. Okay, I've had the itch for years. I keep like I'm gonna do too much at once, and it ruins it for me. I have found a slow pattern that I think will work, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to use it. Um, so I was talking to I sent Tay like a warning that I'm going to info dump to her later. Hope she's not upset about that. We'll see. Um, okay. Uh, I can make some planks. Yeah, it's gonna be a double door. That's fine. We're gonna use iron bars for windows on this building because it's the blacksmith. It makes sense. At least it makes sense to me. Uh, yeah. So on top of that, I'm still gonna try and release some content on that channel every month. I just don't know what yet because I I don't want to ruin. I don't want to potentially ruin the things that I have planned by making other, by doing other things in that space. Um, yeah, we're gonna, you know what, we can do more with this. So we will. And then we're gonna want to have a stone floor in here. I think we might try and go grab some smooth stone from near the mob grinder. Um, oh, now one season at a time is not sustainable. Understand? Like, there's no way. Especially since I'm going to be doing all the writing and editing myself, and there's 24 seasons, so I'd probably be dead honestly before I finished the whole series. But a lot of the problem right now is I can write fast. I can review like I can do a solid review of an episode in a day for the writing. My editing is just the slowest shit. I'm not good at it. I struggle. I procrastinate terribly because I know I'm not good at it, and I feel bad about not being good at it. Um, okay, so I had stone. Don't really have much in the way of smooth stone. Maybe we can use tough bricks. I think tough bricks will look okay. Yeah, that's what we're going with for now. Um, so it's gonna be rough, but at least for the start. But I have so much to say, and when I get as I get better at editing, because I have been forcing myself to, well, you'll already know this by now because you'll have seen it, but I recorded and edited the second episode of the Dark Souls playthrough in just a couple of days. The editing itself only took me a few hours. So I'm really, yeah, I feel good about it, or at least I feel like I can do it. Um, yeah, this'll do. Wow. Whoops. Whew. I'm gonna have to cut down some trees, and I'll have to finish this episode or this build in another episode. But uh, we are making the place feel more alive. That's for sure. Um, we're just gonna drop these guys in there because we're gonna want some smooth stone. Grab a stack. Well, bam. Oh shit. I see. Well, I guess we're gonna. Mm. Anyway. Oh god. Backpack. Yeah, so season one will be reviewed next year. Oh god. And I'm gonna continue making videos this year. God, there's so many of them. Why are there so many of you? Hold on, let me fix this. Help! Help! There's so many of them. I just want to complete my window. Um, yeah. So, and there'll be regular updates too on the review. And I'm thinking about dropping just some hints and teasers and whatnot in December of this year as to what's going on, how it's looking. Ideally, I'll have completed the review of the season itself. Like I'll have the videos of it done before the end of this year, so that I can immediately move on to season 2. God, look at that. That dude down there. Um, so we're gonna have to kill a bunch of. We're gonna have to cut a bunch of trees. That's okay. I can do that. Yoink. Uh, I actually like having a little bit of forestry over here. I think it makes the place feel more alive. A forestry, a little bit of a forest over here, and yeah. So mm, when I'm done with season 1, we'll see how I'm feeling. I might try to tackle seasons 4 and 5, for example, in 1 year. If season 1 goes well, I'll probably drop a whole review, or I'll probably try and do another series alongside season two's review. Like maybe, maybe I'll review, maybe I'll review Tugs or something like that. It just depends on how much free time I've got, because I work full time and I don't really see that changing over the next year. Um, like, gotta eat somehow, chat. Well, there's no chat, Bibber. There's no chat, Bibter. Yeah, so, um, I'm thinking maybe, ideally, I'll tackle, seasons 12 through 16 in 1 year. Because I have a lot to say about them, but it's kind of the same thing for all of them. For example, and well, let's drop this here. Replant all of our trees and move on. This isn't enough wood, but it'll help. It'll get us quite some ways. Um, Dirt be our scaffolding material. And then we'll put so this bit of the building's going to be a bit higher. Cause I'm gonna do something a little bit silly here. Oh, got one of these. Okay, let me make some planks. Oh God, did I just? I think I just ran us out of music. I've been yapping so long. Hold on, chat. We're gonna run back up the playlist a little bit. Do, do, do. There we go. Um, damn. We're going. We going. I'm gonna have to do the finishing touches on this another time because this is clearly not, we're not getting there. But, yeah. I think there's another Bibter builds in the near future. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I mean, come on. Every Monday. I'm here every Monday. Let's not pretend, but there we go. No, we can't build that out of wood. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week, okay? Bye. Oh, well, I'm here every day, but you know what I mean.